Hello, I'm Dilip Thakur, editor of EducationWorld.
Hi, I'm Bhavin Shah, I'm the Chief Executive.
Hi, I'm Sneha Yasmin, Managing Editor.
This month's issue is a very important issue in the history of EducationWorld because we complete 19 years of uninterrupted publishing. In the process, we become India's undisputed India's number one new education news magazine, and with over 1 million readers countrywide. It's been a long journey for us for the past 19 years when we set out with the mission of
making education the number one item on the national agenda.
We haven't quite succeeded yet in making education the number one item on the national agenda, but we've been able to move education further up on the national agenda. It's quite astonishing how many captains of industry and top-level politicians who believe that education is a peripheral subject. Whereas the history of every nation in the world shows that unless you fix your education system and bring out people with good education, you're never going to be a developed country.
Yes.
In fact, we have
In fact, our special report, signifies how education has been neglected in this country. It's on Allahabad University, which was set up in 1887. And over the years, even though Allahabad University has produced 3 prime ministers, 1 president, unfortunately over the past
numerous Supreme Court
judges
and Chief Justices, today it's in a pathetic condition. And the important thing to note is that it's for the public to pay attention to these things and see that our education institutions don't go down the drain.
Yeah. Ditto even with our government schools. Unless we as the public speak up, this is after all taxpayers' money which is being spent in our public universities and government schools.
The consequence of the neglect of education is that we have the largest number of illiterates in the world, the largest number of school dropouts, the largest number of stunted children, the largest number of, as the latest World Bank report shows, in terms of developing human capital, we are below Myanmar, Bangladesh and Nepal. It's a scandalous situation, and the only way to address is to put pressure on politicians, put pressure on school principals, heads of universities, and from the public. And one of the most important things where we need the public support is to force the government to increase its spending on public education. So to end off, I just request you, once again, let's all join together to make education the number one item on the national agenda.
Yes.
And also let's thank everyone so far for 19 years that they have been a continuous supporter of EducationWorld, and all our readers, over 1 million readers that we have. And our appeal is that strength to strength will grow and will make the mission statement happen.
Correct.
That's our commitment.
Correct. And also I think before we end, I also want to say that in 2016 we launched Parents World, because we believe, all 3 of us believe, that parent education is fundamental to building a new generation which is capable of leading this nation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yes.
Thank you.
And thank you for your support.